Welcome back to a gorgeous, cool morning on the homestead. Woke up to 36 degrees this morning. Feels wonderful. I love it. It's been unseasonably warm for the last week and a half. We've been having like up into the 80s. It's been very hot. But today's the day after Thanksgiving. Hope y'all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I know my family and I did. Can't believe November is already done. Where does the time go? It's amazing. So we have a lot to do on the farm today, a lot of gardening stuff. Got the final touches for the irrigation system and the blueberries. We're going to get that installed. Got some onions to get planted. Went shopping this morning. Don't normally do Black Friday shopping, but a local blackberry farm had a plant sale going, and they had some tangerine trees, and I've been looking for tangerines for a couple years now. So was able to get a Dancy tangerine, which is like one of the old original varieties of tangerine, not grafted, not hybridized, anything. They use the Dancy bred with other fruits like grapefruits and oranges and pomelos and stuff like that to breed a lot of the versions we have today. So I was really excited to get a couple tangerine trees. Probably not going to plant those yet because they are sensitive to freezes, and I want to get them well established before we have a lot of cold weather where I'm having to cover them, and they're very delicate right now. So I'll probably leave them in the containers for now so I can bring them in, and then we'll plant those in the spring. But man, about a week ago, you wouldn't tell it now by looking, about a week ago our leaves hit peak color, and I didn't think we were going to have much of a leaf change this year because it's been dry. We haven't had rain in over a month now, but for about 5 or 6 days the color was gorgeous, and then all the leaves just fell off. So I'll roll some footage for you though real quick so you can see footage from here on the farm and around our area, some of the leaves that were changing. They were gorgeous. Ain't that beautiful? A lot of people don't think Florida has leaf changes, but we do. We just have a lot of evergreen trees. So it's not like up in the mountains or up north where, most of the trees are deciduous trees. These are mostly evergreens. And we've got, the changing type maples and cherries and that sort of thing, walnuts sprinkled in. When we cleared our land, we actually left most of the cherry trees, but you can see there's no color back here anymore. They've all fallen off onto the ground. So we left the cherries, took out a lot of the other scrubby water oaks and stuff like that, pines, and then I've got a bunch of maples started, red maple, that we're going to, once they get up bigger so the cows don't eat them, we're going to plant those back here and along our fence lines and stuff for some red color. So here in about probably another 10 or 15 years, it should be really pretty in the fall. So these here are the tangerines. So we got one Robinson variety, and then this is the Dancy. Not bad little trees. Looks like they got a little wilt going on. Might have gotten a little too cold this morning, but this here is just a replacement blackberry. This is the Primark Freedom blackberry to replace the one that we lost this past year over here. We also added this little guy. I planted it last night when I got home. My parents gave us this. This is a pink grapefruit. So it's not the yellow and it's not the ruby red. This is pink. Generally, I do not like a grapefruit, but this pink grapefruit that they have is delicious. Very little bitter taste, very sweet, very tasty. And these things are like almost the size of volleyballs. They're massive. They gave us a few of them to eat as well. And I'm gonna take the seeds out because this actually started from seed. I think the one he has started from seeds. So that's the kind of fruit trees I'm looking to get into, is stuff that can reproduce on its own and not this hybrid nonsense that you can't plant the seeds and reproduce. So pretty excited to have that. All right, enough rambling. Time to get to work. So we got some boxes, access holes, deals, whatever you call these things, to put around the pipes and the valves of our irrigation system. So I'm gonna put this here, I believe, and then I'm gonna put this one here for the main shutoff. Let's see here. Yeah, so that'll allow me to shut that valve off. This will allow me to be able to access the valves should I ever have to get to them. I think that'll work. Let's see. So I need to take this corner out, do a little modifying. Not sure how much I need to take out, but let's see if I do. Make it here. This battery don't like staying, does it? That'll be good there. I just need to do, let's see if I do there, here. Cool. You grab the shovel and kind of grab this loose dirt and let's fill in around this to get it set in place. Do some on that side. Mm-hmm. I know which way this goes in. There we go. I need to pull this one up just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit low. I'm wondering if I need to just try to pull it up a little bit, because it's going to fill in. There we go. It's good. Oh, well, I'll water it in too. Just throw me a little dirt around there if you would, please. There we go. Perfect. That's better. Next thing we got to do is install this bad boy. So, got this on Amazon. It's 9 stations. Should be more than I ever need. For right now, when this winter is all said and done, I think we're going to have maybe 5 at the most. So, we'll have room to add 4 more in the future. Got my spectacles. Nice. Okie doke. Let's see. Where do we want to put this? What do you think, bud? Somewhere like here? That's easy enough. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. There we go. All right. All right. All right, I'm gonna see how this works with this wind. Up to the point, yeah. Oh, don't need to start no forest fire. This should be more than enough. We'll leave the rest extra down here in case we ever need it. Sweet. Has the pull string. Awesome. Okay, so we've got white, which is going to be common.
cool part about this is these are supposed to just push up in, I think. Yeah, that's awesome. And then we'll do blue and yellow. So blue first. Yellow second. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna need a white and a blue for now. I guess I could have hooked all of them up inside the timer instead of wrapping those, but so those are my spare circuits. So common, oh me, huh. Okay, that's got a little bit wider of wire writing on it. I don't know if it matters which one's common, honestly. They don't believe in making this easy, do they? DC voltage is different than AC. So there's my common. All right, that should be it. Let's test it out. All right, let's see here. Manual enter. I think that's on. We'll see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Very cool. Now these are adjustable. That's why I can walk up here. But like you can adjust it down. Whoa. Okay, I'm getting at me now. Anyway, we'll do that later. But you can adjust it where it's just like a quarter or a half or all the way. Man, that's gonna be sweet. Good deal. So that's gonna cover, man, I don't even think I needed 3, but that's okay. That's awesome. I mean, that hits all the way out here, all the way out here. Now, once the bushes are up in there, because there's, like I say, these are going to be raised beds. It's going to be, the bushes are going to be pretty high, so it will block quite a bit of the water from leaving that area. But man, that's going to water them very, very nicely. I'm excited. All right, time to get to planting onions. Oh man, look at that. This is the first time we've grown spinach. Now, it's a little bit sparse, so I just replanted some in here, but man, it's looking really good. Really healthy looking. And of course the carrots, they're doing really good as well. Got a few over here that are smaller, but got 3 different varieties of carrots in there. This is our romaine. We can start using on that. That's looking awesome. These little guys, so this is cabbage, that's cabbage, that's lettuce. That's all that's left of those 3 trays of seeds that we started. 3 plants, that's it. And then these are some cabbages that we bought. Just starting to get the little rolled leaves inside, so they're looking good and healthy. The herb bed needs some help. We've got some thyme, we've got some parsley, we've got some cilantro, some chives, a few things growing in there. I think some more cilantro over there. A few little things maybe coming up in here. The rosemary died from the heat of the summer at the end of the season. I just haven't pulled that up out of there yet, so got to do a little bit of work in there. But this is the bed we're going to be planting the onions in. So I filled this up a couple weeks ago, put a bunch of cow manure in there, chicken manure, and soil, and I've just been letting it sit. It's looking pretty good though. That's what we're going to plant our onions in. Alrighty. These are the bigger ones here. These are Texas Super Sweet. First year trying this variety. I've heard they're amazing, and that you could almost eat them like an apple. Well, believe it or not, that's 50 onions. And we have a ton left over of both varieties. So we're gonna go plant these, I think, in the garden with the rest of this stuff. So out here we've only got broccoli and mustard greens growing, but we have a few rows of broccoli that didn't do that great for some reason. They just didn't sprout up like the rest of them. So I may transfer what few plants are in there over and use one of these rows for the onions. Well, it's just over 120 onions altogether. We just ran out of red onions from the spring, probably about 3 weeks ago, and that was only 50. So I'm hoping, now we normally use white and yellow onions as well, so that's not like all the onions we use. I'm hoping this year that we'll be able to grow everything that we'll use for the rest of the year and not have to buy any. Well, that's one more project off the list. I don't know if you can see, I've got a stake there and a stake right here. So about a month ago, some of our freezers went out and some of my outlets inside the workshop went out. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Man, you know, outlets don't just go bad. So I checked them, there's no power, went to the panel, checked it, and on one of the hot legs coming in, there was only like 30 to 40 volts, and the other one's got 120 volts, which is normal. So I'm like, well, that's not right. Maybe the breaker went bad. So I went to the house, checked it at the main panel there, and leaving the breaker was 240 volts. So we dug a hole right here, found the wire. It's between 2 and 3 foot deep down there. We buried it really deep. Code is 24 inches, but we buried it deep so we wouldn't have to worry about, you know, with the garden being here. Dug down, run the probes through the wires, 240 volts. So we went to that side of the garden, dug a hole there, found the wire, checked it. It's whatever, 30 or 40 volts. So somewhere between that stake and this stake is a break in the wire. And I don't know what it could be. The only thing I could think of is, well, two things. One, there was a bad spot in the wire I never noticed, and it took these 3 or 4 years, whatever that wire's been in the ground, to corrode through and break. The other is, last year or the year before, we drove in an 8-foot T-post down to about 2.5 foot deep in the ground, and I might have nicked it doing that. We never got shocked or anything. It never tripped the breaker, but it might have nicked the wire enough to cause corrosion and finally just went bad. And it's right underneath our broccoli. So I'm not destroying our broccoli crop for that. So we just switched everything to every other breaker in the barn for now. So we only have 120 working volts in the barn. And once the broccoli is done, when we plow this up, we'll stretch a string between these two stakes and dig down and see if we can't find the break. So it's going to be a pain, but it's the only thing I know to do. I'm going to pick a few of these lemons. Picked one yesterday, and man, these things were really, really good. They're sweet and tons of juice. Tons of juice. Those are nice. These are Myers lemon. And I didn't leave very many on this tree because I wanted the tree to grow, and it's like doubled in size this year. But we had 5 that we left on here just so we could see what they tasted like, and I'm glad we did now. And of course the red navel oranges. Absolutely beautiful and delicious. We've been eating on these for a couple of weeks now and have just about gotten them all. Wish you could smell through the camera. Man, even just picking them, they smell amazing. All right, let's see here. I'll go ahead and plant this blackberry. That was the old one. Wow, that's a good root system already on this thing. Wow. Loosen these up a little bit so they don't just continue on and on. Wow, that's amazing. There we go. Ain't nobody slipping past you guys, are they? Uh-huh. This is our last project for today. Miss Chili. How are you doing, girl? How are you? Yeah, you know what time it is. She was actually sick earlier in the week. Not feeling well, not really eating. Had the scours. But thankfully she is better. And I've been still trying to work with her a little bit, but she is so wild. But my goal is to get her tamed down before we got plenty of time, but I'd really like to have her tamed down quite a bit before we turn her out with a bull, but we'll see. How you doing, girl? How are you? So spooky. There we go. Hey, hey, hey. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay, girl. Hey. Settle down. Come here. I got you now. I got you. Nope. Nope. Come on. Come on. Atta girl. Mm-hmm. Thought you were gonna pull a fast one on me, didn't you? No. It's not that bad, okay? It's not that bad. I just want to make you tame, give you some scratches, some loving. No. You'll learn to like it. It's okay. It's okay. See, that feels good, don't it? Yeah, that feels good, don't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We just want her getting used to being touched and handled and loved on. She's not going to like it at first, but she should come to like it in time. Although, hey, no. It's okay. Nope. She ain't there yet. Hey. All right. Well, I'm gonna stay on this side. Just wanting to pet your back, see? That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's okay. Good girl. It's a good girl. Nope. Nope. You're not gonna kick me. Touch the udders. Oh, she's actually letting me. That's surprising. Making progress, girl. Before, I couldn't even rub her back. I'd start rubbing her back, she'd be going crazy. Look at there. You're not even tugging on the rope with all you got. That's good. It's very good. Yep. I'm gonna attempt to get this on her. I think I need to loosen this halter up just a little bit. Yeah. Don't want it being too tight on you, girl. So let's do this. Let's get this on so we don't lose you. So we definitely don't want to lose you. This board ain't gonna be strong enough to hold her, but we'll see. It's just kind of a safety anyway. Okay. Let's loosen this one. What you doing, bud? All right. Let me see if I can loosen this up some. Let's see if I can loosen this up some, girl. Oh. Well, I didn't realize until I was completely done that my phone had died. It was mostly non-eventful anyways. There was one more notch left on the halter strap, so I got it loosened up to that point. I can get my hand underneath it anywhere, so she should be good to go for another couple of months. So all of the other cows are hanging out. All three are males, including the bull up here by her, so I'm wondering if she might be in heat again. It's hard to tell. Now she'll let us know when she's in full heat because she hollers and carries on. So, but she's got 2 more months and then she can go out with the rest of the cows and get bred. She'll be old enough at that point. So looking forward to that. I know this is stressful on her, but we try not to overdo it, just a little at a time, getting her used to us petting on her and rubbing on her, and I think with time she should come around. She's very stubborn, but some of our other cows were stubborn too, including Charlotte. And we were able to get her in there and to the milking stanchion. So hoping the same thing for her. Well, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.